Oof. Well, man. All right. Can everybody hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I guess you can. All right. So to make things interesting, I decided against this long on gold, and it was a bad decision. Well, it was a bad decision in the sense that I should have taken it. Pretty clear, strip of the sell side liquidity again. Same fucking thing that I trade every day, right? This is a turtle setup, turtle soup. Sell side liquidity, stripping. I don't know. Coming back to my point of interest, longs in gold missed. So I was in between the S&P 500 SMT divergence setup and gold, and I decided to go with the S&P 500 longs, and I haven't gotten. I haven't been filled just yet on this particular setup. I do like the liquidity here, right at equilibrium. Um, what's up, John? On this possible setup, yeah, this was a miss. I'm going to show you what I meant by that. So on the 5-minute chart, right, gold liquidated these lows. That was the sell side liquidity that I was looking for this turtle soup setup. Pretty obvious setup if you ask me. Then, yeah, it came back towards this breaker and, yeah, ran all the way up there. So, ah, it is what it is, right? It is what it fucking is. I'm just gonna look at it and cause myself some self-inflicted pain. Now we do have Powell, I guess, speaking at 7:30. Um, I don't know where. Let's see. Speech. It's a speech. It's not a press conference. So I don't care that much about how the market is going to react to it. Um, um, yeah, if it was a press conference, I would be a little more careful on, taking this possible long on the S&P 500. But it's a speech, so it's okay. Hey, what's up, Miguel Horta? Coño, ¿cómo estás? All right, so talking about these S&P 500, we do have a market structure shift, possible market structure shift here. Now, should that happen, I reckon I will be looking for that liquidation of these lows to get triggered. I'm not moving I'm gonna get rid of this. I am not moving my entry level anymore on this. We do have equal lows here on the 3-minute chart. Pretty nice liquidity spot just above my I'm changing everything now to um, I just don't like it anymore how I had it right, and and my style is this. I constantly change shit on my charts. Espérate. All right. Ahora. Uh-huh. Yeah. So pretty nice. We got this placed here. Pretty nice liquidity spot here. Me voy a quemar. Sí. Puta. Vaya. I'm back. Yeah, so pretty nice. I'm happy with this setup. So this will yield a. I'm targeting this buy side liquidity, of course, for most of my position. This could in fact yield. Espérate pues. Ahora. Let's see. 3.3 R, 3.4 R or so. Let's get rid of this. If I get triggered, if I get filled. Yeah, pretty nice SMT divergence though. All right, so that's the setup on the E-mini S&P 500. Actually, we got some cool buy side liquidity all the way up here. Pretty nice. Hopefully we get triggered, because if we get triggered, this could be a massive run, a massive winner for today. Yesterday we had a great silver trade. Remember, it only takes one trade per day to build up an account. No, I'm not gonna short gold. I'm just showing. Hi, Will John. How I fucking missed that this setup long in gold. I'm not doing anything on the gold. All right. Hopefully we get triggered here on the E-mini S&P 500. I was going to go long right here at the 5503 level on an aggressive entry, but I'm not into that anymore. I'm not into aggressive entries. So right now it's just a waiting game, guys. Waiting game. Waiting. And if I don't get filled, I don't get filled. That's okay. That is okay. All right, structure shift in place. All right, equal highs again. Equal fucking highs. Now here we had a breaker. An order block that could have been a nice long entry. Yeah, that could have, would have, shoulda, woulda, huda. I don't know. That, my friends, could have been an entry, but yeah, we're gonna wait and see what happens with the open. Equal highs, printing equal highs, here and here. Do you keep burst too? Man, can you hear that? Let me show you. Man, I can't show you. I'm gonna buy a camera so I can show you around, guys. Right now I'm using the camera from my laptop, so I have to unplug everything, and fuck that, I'm not gonna do that. But I live in outside the city, in a pretty woodsy zone, So, yeah, we have a ton of birds. We have toucans. One time I was here, all right, I don't know if my camera is on. No, my camera is off. I'm sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna show you. No, I can't show you. I'm not gonna move my setup. But you know, I was here and I have a window over there. Where? Over there. And a toucan just flew. I mean, I guess that toucan told his toucan buddies that you're gonna see. I mean, they double dared them. They double dared them to fly through my house. I don't know. It was funny. We have toucans. ¿Qué otros pájaros tenemos aquí, vos? Ajá. We have urracas. I don't know how to say that in English.
Player refreshing.
Pericos, parakeets. I don't know. I am not well versed in English name animals or birds, most likely. But yeah, we do have chicoyo, chocoyo. Those chocoyos are, you know, tree chickens. Tree. I don't know. But yeah, there's a ton of wildlife around here. Also, we're expecting a hurricane. Just FYI, I'm gonna show you. That's just kind of crazy. I mean, the hurricane is not going to hit us directly, but this is pretty much it. I'm gonna show you. I mean, I'm used to that. I'm used to getting wet by hurricanes, so I guess some of you are not. So here, since ES hit high, are you thinking about shorting? No, it did not hit high. No, fuck no, I'm not shorting. This is a clear market structure shift in play, man. I am long and long only. So here's that hurricane, big ass hurricane. It's called Beryl. And that's the trajectory, the path. I'm in El Salvador here, so I'm not gonna get hit directly by it. I guess
player refreshed.
If it maintains the the path, but I'm gonna get wet. Take a look at gold 5 minute. All right. So you don't want to hear about the fucking hurricane, I guess. What's up with gold 5 minute? Yeah, man. I mean, that was a good entry short gold, man. Yeah, some of you got stopped out. I did not. Yeah, because my stop losses were here. 23.51.5. That was a good one. Yeah. But 3 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute chart. I mean, looking for shorts in gold? Fuck no, absolutely not. Turtle soup, man, turtle soup. And here's my turtle, made out of jade, I guess, fake jade. I mean, this is the thing, guys. When it comes to setups, yeah. I mean, there's two. I mean, there's two kind of setups that I take. Both of them are ICT concepts, right? I didn't invent the wheel. So basically, at the open, I look for a liquidity sweep and then a displacement or a market structure shift, and then I take my entries, or I take pullbacks towards a very, very important point of interest that are covered by liquidity sweeps too. So those are my market structure shares. Can you check DE40? No, fuck that. I don't trade the DAX. I don't look at markets that I do not trade, man. Fuck that. All right, market structure shift like there by a tick on the E-mini. By a fucking tick. There you go. So let's see if we can get filled, man. If I don't get filled, well, this will be the very first day without a trade in a while. So I don't know if you're VIPs or not, but I ask you to leave me feedback there on Trustpilot because how else am I going to fucking know how you feel about the VIP group? And if you're not a VIP, you can leave me also feedback about this. I'm gonna share the link with you guys. About this particular live session because I also want to hear from because I'm looking to build up the audience here. So in my mind, everything I'm doing is awesome, but I know that some of you have some things to say, and let's hear about it. You just made a quick $32 from the sale on the ES. Oh, on gold. Ah, this one. Oh, congratulations. There, that's the link. Shoot me some feedback there. All right, we are 12 minutes away from the open. So my point of interest, this is gone, right? So basically I'm looking at this breaker right here as my point of interest. That breaker. Of course we have an OB here, etc., but I do want to get filled long here on the SP 500. So let's see about that.
Player refreshing.
Oh, fuck you. I don't want to hear that anymore.
Player refreshing. Player refresh.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, my allergies are acting up. Bow wow. Bow wow. Oh. Whoa. All right. So what's up, guys? This is just a waiting game for me. I already showed you about the hurricane, my fucking birds outside. I don't know what else to talk about, so let's just wait. I'm looking at other videos. That means, and that is not me mispronouncing others. I'm talking about the animals, otters. So I'm watching otters. Hey! All right, so yeah. I'm really not into Bitcoin myself, on day trading wise, right? Did we have a setup? Ooh. We did have a setup on silver. No, actually, we haven't gotten to this setup yet. I mean, it's really hard to pinpoint silver on sniper entries. It's very volatile, and the spread is super wide. So that's why I entered at market yesterday on silver. all the silver. And I do have some 25% discount codes for you guys. But that's later. Later, 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 later. Yodel, yodel, yodel. All right, we got that shift, right? So it doesn't matter. I mean, I really, really do not chase moves. I don't chase the market, man. If the market doesn't come to me, then I shall not trade it. I shan't trade it. Oh, hold on. Oh man. Gracias. I don't told you my allergies were acting up. Ah, fuck. Sorry about that. But what can I do, man? I tend to stay away from silver to spray. Yeah, me too, man. I agree with you. When it comes to metals, I trade gold and gold only. But the thing is that, for example, yesterday, this was the setup in silver. Longs. I don't even fucking remember where I entered. Oh, here. So I saw this sweep on liquidity. I had some buy limits right here, guys. This is where I had some buy limits, and I didn't get filled by a few ticks. So on the 5-minute chart, I saw this. I saw this fucking candle. This fucking candle. The first one that swept, right? This. And I enter at the top of that candle long. With stop losses, my stop losses were too fucking wide. My stop losses were all the way here. Were too fucking wide. I mean, in hindsight, my stop losses should have been here, just below my point of interest, as always. And I exited my my trade right here for 1 hour. Simple. Always trading liquidity sweeps, man. Yeah, thank you. You know, when I was young, I broke my nose, and yeah, I had a rhinoplasty in 1987 in El Salvador. So that, I mean, they didn't do a good job. So that's why I have allergies. Also, I'm allergic to a ton of shit. So yeah, there you go. They did that when I was when I was in 5th grade, and so they did the test, where they puncture a ton of tiny, with a needle on your back, and they drop drops of a ton of stuff in your back, and if you have reactions to the drops, then you're allergic to that. And yeah, my back was, I look like a fucking turtle, so I'm allergic to a ton of stuff too. All right, so this I love, my self-inflicted pain here on gold. And am I mad that I didn't take the trade? No. Am I mad that I missed on a very nice, at least 2R for now? No. The decision was already made, right? You have to cope with your trading decisions. Plus, there's always a next setup. So we are 4 minutes away from the open, guys. That's why I don't like to start my show so far away from the open, because there's absolutely nothing to talk about with you. There's no chat, and I could be doing anything else. I could be watching YouTube videos whilst I wait for the open. Other videos. I dig otters. I don't know why. Market structure shift. All right, so let's see where the equilibrium is at. Yeah, right about that. Right about there. So we're good. We're below equilibrium for that entry long on the E-mini. I don't know if my stop losses are too tight, but we will fucking see, right? About that in a few minutes if we get filled. All right, less than 2 minutes from the open. I'm gonna put on the 5-minute chart on the Nasdaq, just to catch some of those. I'm not gonna trade the Nasdaq. I'm not gonna trade gold. I'm not gonna trade silver. I'm focusing on the E-mini SP 500. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into two mode. All right. Boom, boom. All right, we are about. The market is about to open, and we are about to hear from Powell. So let's put on some.
Player refreshed.
Let's put on some live squawk. Bling 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 bling. All right. 10 seconds. Now we have a true market structure shift. The market just opened, guys. Let's see about that. We have a true market structure shift. We had some sell-side liquidity, buy-side liquidity, I'm sorry, here. So I'm gonna put the shifting structure of the market right there at that liquidity high. So, let's see if we can get fucking filled on this. All right, if I don't get filled, I don't get filled. That's okay. But, this is what we do. Powell is, and we have Jolt's opening. Jolt's job opening. Yeah. I'm gonna, I mean, if I don't get filled, in about 20 minutes or so, I'll probably delete my pending order before the data comes out. I really don't like front running job, job data, as employment claims. Unemployment claims, jobs openings, and non-farm payrolls. That's a big no-no from me. All right, this fucking sucks. All right, so possibly will be a no trade day for me. First one in a while, man. First one in a while. God damn. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, this is what I'm going to. This is what I am going to. Instead of this is what I am going to journal, guys. So instead of taking the breaker, I should always focus on the order block instead, which would have been a sniper entry, just a few ticks higher. You know, you miss and you fucking learn. You miss and you learn. You miss and you learn. So I'm going to delete this buy limit. Um, yeah, I'm going to delete this buy limit, but I'm not going anywhere because, yeah, I mean, look at this. Another divergence here. Now, short divergence on the Nasdaq. Let's see if we can catch some Nasdaq shorts right fucking here. So those SMT divergence are really, really, really good for trading. You know, I'm not taking this short at all. But let's see about some liquidity sweeps at the highs here on the Nasdaq. So we have some buy side liquidity here. Heads up, because I don't think I'm going to send this as a signal. We have buy side liquidity on the SP500 and on the Nasdaq. So we might get some divergence, SMT divergence here should the S&P break with these highs or liquidate these highs or sweep with this buy side liquidity and the Nasdaq doesn't. I am going to delete my pending orders though. Sadly, did not get filled everywhere. Deleting everywhere my pending orders. And here. I mean, this account is just to give you the correct price in, if you trade with MT4 and not futures, right? That's all. That's what it's all about. All right. Deleting both SPX500 and ESU4. Shit. ESU4 buy limits. All right. There it is. Sadly, we did not get filled, but again, we're still monitoring the markets, man. We are still pretty much monitoring the fucking markets. Now, deleting this. Oh boy, what the fuck? All right, let's see about that divergence. If we can create some DV. Nasdaq is flying. Yeah, everything is flying, man. So possibly the divergence that let's have a look at the 1 minute chart here on the Nasdaq. All right, so here, right here, you can see that the Nasdaq did break with these highs, did swipe or whatever, this buy side liquidity, and the S&P did not. But there's no setup, right? There's no setup. There is no setup. I'm just pointing out some divergence. We need a fair value gap to be formed, man. Or we have an inverted fair value gap here that needs to be filled in order for us to even think about getting short here. Absolutely fucking not. No setup at all. Just yet. A candle close here and I could enter one contract short on the Nasdaq. NQ. Shit, 80 contracts? Oh boy. Yeah, I need a candle close below this, and I shall enter one contract short, one contract and one contract only. Uh, no, no, no setup, no setup. One contract short, no setup, no setup short. Sorry guys, no setup short. Yeah, no setup short. I'm not. This is way too aggressive. I'm not entering short here. I'm gonna wait for the S&P 500. I mean, normally I take my entries, divergence entries on the divergent market, right? And that's the S&P 500 today. So I'm gonna wait for the liquidation of these highs. Whilst the Nasdaq, see, there was absolutely no setup here short on the Nasdaq. There we go. So moving on the 3-minute chart on the Nasdaq, wow, big liquidation here on the S&P 500. Nasdaq did not liquidate those highs. Let's see about that 1 minute on the E-mini. There you go. 1 minute on the E-mini. No setup though. No setup. This is a very strong market. A very strong market. And just by self-inflicting some pain here. If you notice, if I told you pre-market that I was going to take this aggressive entry long on the S&P 500 when it liquidated those lows. Oh boy, there we go. We might get something cooking here. Short on the S&P 500. Now let's see about the higher time frames here on the E-mini S&P. The E-mini S&P 500, we have an order block here that it got hit. I would very much like it hitting this particular point of interest. There, but it did not. So let's just wait and see what happens. So yeah, now it hit it. All right, 1 minute chart. Now it hit it. This is way too strong to be aggressive for entries. Way too fucking strong. But we do have divergence. I don't know what Powell is saying. And Lagarde. All right, so we might get a shift in structure here. Possible, possible displacement after the liquidation. Here's where I would be interested in short opportunities at the displacement of these lows, but I don't think we're gonna get there just yet. Both the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 flew. So a couple of things that I need to journal here. Yeah, a couple of things that I need to journal. First, that I should look into aggressive entries such as this one with one contract or maybe a couple of micros. And secondly, setup-wise, I should use order blocks instead of breakers. Yeah, I'm not gonna catch any trades possibly today, mates. Quaker. We do have this and this, so let's see about this possible shorts on this S&P 500. But I know it has to liquidate the 5540 level. right? 55 body level. Some inflicted pain here on gold. Gold would have hit targets also. So, damn it, today was not my day, mates. I mean, I didn't lose any money. I haven't lost any money, or I haven't lost any trades, let's call it, because these are evaluation accounts, not real money yet. But I mean, I did pay for them, so I guess it's real money. Whatever. I didn't lose any trades, but I missed on some opportunities here. And you know what? That's the thing about trading. I mean, I had two setups. One on the E-mini S&P 500, one on gold. The strongest setup was on the S&P 500. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! God damn it! All right. So is this a structure? Shish. All right. Okay, I don't know. So yeah, I mean the strongest one was on the E-mini S&P 500. So I dismissed gold of quite quickly, and the gold just hit targets for a 3.4 R. And the other one was not getting filled on the S&P 500 by a few ticks because I misplaced my entry. Instead of using the order block that I normally use, right? I used the breaker lower and I didn't get filled. So a couple of mistakes today for me, which is fine, right?
Lagarde back on the wire saying inflation heading in the right direction.
I am not taking aggressive entry short here on the Nasdaq either. I mean, if you notice, these highs are this highs, swept these highs. No, actually, we do have divergence here with the E-mini S&P 500. I'm going to take some Nasdaq shorts. I mean, it's very aggressive, mates. It's super aggressive. This entry short on the Nasdaq is absolutely fucking aggressive. So I don't know.
Very attentive to inflation components and services, says Lagarde.
Short, here and one contract short here. 8. Let's see. Yowie. Sell by market.
Order filled.
So one contract short and one contract short. Stop loss on the Nasdaq, right? Stop loss, I'm going to take 2090. Buy stop. This will be my only trade. Open P&L.
Don't need to have services inflation at 2%, says Lagarde.
This will be my only trade. If I lose a couple $100, I lose a couple $100. That's okay. I do like the entry though. So let's see about that stop loss placement. Yeah, I dig it. I'll probably get stopped out of this trade, right? So I'm not too sure about this. Yeah, I'll probably very close to getting stopped out. And yeah, but aggressive entries are aggressive entries. And this will be my only trade for the day. Yeah.
Lagarde says need to see profits absorbing wage increases.
All right. Minus 675 for the day, Nasdaq shorts. Very aggressive entry. That's fine. I don't send these aggressive entries to the VIP as signals myself. Um, I don't believe in that. That's just, I mean, I also am fully transparent about what I do.
Fed's Powell says
That's why I
services
trade
inflation
these
is
signals.
usually stickier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trade anymore today. I don't see why should I. Haven't missed this. I mean, the only way I would.
The same line reported on MainWise that service inflation is stickier and tied to wages,
If we get a close below these lows or something like this on the Nasdaq.
adding that wage increases moving back down towards more sustainable levels.
We will. All right. There's nothing. There's nothing else that I.
Powell says labour market cooling off.
I'm going to look out. If I have a setup, I'll send it to my VIPs. Also, I do have a 25% discount code if you want to be on my VIP. Hold on. The code, I'll send the code to the free group mates. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.